Hey guys, so welcome back to Joe's RC Corner, and today we're going to be out on the Cricket again here, and I was supposed to be working on the other Flapperon here, but I'll show you what I got started. You might be surprised. All right, guys, so welcome back from the intro, and yeah, we got something started back here. We did get some of that thick aluminum right there. It's 0.09 inch, and it's T6061T, same as what the aircraft is made out of. So went ahead and ordered two 2x4s, more than I needed, but that's okay. I have another piece right over here, and that's a hint of what you might see coming up right here. All right, so we're adding a fence for low speed on the horizontal stabilizer. So right now I'm just working on the mountain part, but yeah, so this is going to go right about here, and I've done all my calculations, measurements, so that my elevator, when it goes up, it doesn't go above that angled piece there. That keeps the airflow over the elevator at low speeds, at high angle of attack. And Darin Towers, good friend, check out his airplanes. He has a lot of 3D printed stuff, really cool. Puts them all in Thingiverse. I'll put his Thingiverse down in the bottom in the description down there. But yeah, so he has one from the Super Stall on his stall, and so I thought, well, heck, let me go ahead and put one on mine too. I'm not a big fan of that plastic tip, so we'll put that on there. So that's the plan. We're going to keep moving, and the battery's about to die. Okay, guys, so I'm back, and we got one side done here. So as you can see, we got all the holes drilled out. I'm probably going to use A4s since I did a 40 space in here. But as you can see, I still use that little tip here that attaches to the plastic. So that way I have no problem with any interference on there. So that's looking good. Now we got to start working on this side, get this one done, and we'll be all set. So yeah, so that's looking pretty good. And as you can see, if I go up my full 28 degrees, I still have room on there to keep the airflow over the elevator up there. So that's looking really good. So we'll go ahead and we're going to pull this all off. I do want to kind of clean this corner up just a little bit more, just to get it, you know, a little bit more in line, a little bit smoother around this curve here. So I'm going to do that with some sandpaper on my sander, my belt sander, and just kind of round that over just a little bit better. But yeah, that's all done. We're going to take out the L angle that this is mounted to, and we're going to get that all etched, primed, and then reinstalled, and then we're going to etch prime inside underneath this. I'm not sure if I'm going to rivet the end piece on yet, but I may rivet the piece down back here, the L angles. I may get those riveted in place, and then just rivet this in, or Cleco this on for now, because I want to be able to take that off, because I'm actually thinking about painting that black. And then with everything else being the olive drab, that might look nice as a flat black. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, so that's looking good. I'm really happy with how this came out. Now I just got to make sure I can cut the other one out the same, so it looks exactly the same on the other side. Now once that's done, I'm going to Cleco them together and then make sure I get the sanding done evenly where that is. So that way they should look the same on both sides. So awesome, guys. This is looking great. I'm really happy with how that's coming out. And yeah, love it. That should really help with low speeds, keeping the airflow over the stab and over the elevator during flare, so I don't have to add weight to the tail. Now I probably will need to add weight to the tail, but I don't want to add weight to correct that elevator running out of elevator issue. So that should fix that problem that other people have, that I've heard from others that they've reported, and then they end up putting weight in the tail to fix that. I think this is a better option. I may lose a little bit of airspeed because of the parasite drag from this, but I think in the end, the benefit of the low speed on the flare is going to be much better than having to have weight. All right, guys, so welcome back, and apologize, I did not set up any time lapse, and we did get a lot done today, so I'm really happy with that. Apologize for the audio, it might not be as good today, but we got a lot done. So I'm gonna turn the camera around, I'm gonna let you guys see what we got done today. All right, guys, so as you can see, we got a lot done. My hands are dirty, so because dealing with aluminum, but we have fences on both sides of the aircraft. Now on the stabilizer, have a little bit more trimming to do here, or sand in here, but I'm really happy with this. So we have the attachment point here that goes all the way up. That's all riveted in place. This I'm going to rivet later because we do want to paint that a different color than the airframe. Again, a little more sanding to do on this one. The other side here is done as well. As you can see, that's looking nice as well. I'm super happy with how these came out. The pivot points are right at the right spots. Right here. I do need to round that one just a little bit more right here, but this allows so as the elevator goes up, we still have the fence will still be working on the elevator right there, as you can see. So I'm really happy with that. That's looking sweet. Much better than those plastic tips. Nothing wrong with them, guys. I just didn't want to use them. And I also wanted to have a little bit more elevator authority back here. So that's looking sweet. I'm really happy with that. So I did not get working on the flapperons like I wanted to today, but we're going to get to those tomorrow. So stay tuned, and we'll start working on those in just a moment. All right, guys, it's the next day here, and today we're going to be working on the rest of the flapperons over here. So we've already finished, as I mentioned before, we've already finished my end caps here on my stabilizer. Really happy how those came out. Those look beautiful. And as you can see here, this one's done the same way and looking pretty good. I'm really happy with how that came out. So those are now completed. So now we're going to go ahead and finish up these flapperons, and we'll get that started. Now, someone mentioned, Darin, I know you mentioned on the last video here that it looks like I may have had the wrong flapperon here. But no, actually the Cruzer flapperons don't go all the way out to the tip. Like on the stall version. So anyone out there that's building the stall thinks I messed up here, no, I didn't. But thank you, Darin, for pointing it out, though, because if I did make a mistake, I want to be called out on it before I get too far along. So no, the flapperon is correct. That is the right one for the pilot side. We're going to start building the passenger side, get that clamped on there just so we have a rough idea of how that's going to fit. And then we're going to start working on the inboard flapperons, get those built, and maybe temporarily mounted as well, so we can start figuring it out. Next week, what we'll do is I'm going to cut out a spacer block, a couple of spacer blocks actually, because I want to go ahead and make sure that these are all set properly per the book. And then we can look at getting that spaced right, and then drilling the holes out to the correct size. We will need to, as someone mentioned, put washers here when we paint, because that little bit of paint there on the clearance will cause these to not spin properly. I did take a look at Jan's video explaining the whole process of getting those on, and appreciate that, Jan. That it's going to be a great help when I get to that stage. And then we're going to get everything temporarily rigged. I will need to open up the banana holes on both sides just a little bit, because I'm going to add a little bit of reflex in my flaps at full up. And the reason for that is, one, it'll bring the nose up a little bit when we're flying straight and level, and that allows the fuel, all the fuel in the tank, to get to this back tank or back inlet. But it should also provide a few miles per hour faster than with the flaps at their stock setting. So we'll take a look at that. But first things first, we're going to go ahead and get things set as the book states first, and then adjust as we feel we need to. Yeah, so that's all done for this today, and we're going to work on that now. I will probably set up my time lapse again while I'm working on these. Seem to have had a little bit more interest in the videos. Comment down below, guys. Do you prefer me just doing the work off and then come back, or do the time lapse? I know I'd love to just have a video camera just here and talking, but I don't really, that will make a lot of video. I don't have the time to really edit all of that, and I apologize. I would love to do a whole video of step-by-step as we go, have someone recording while I'm doing it, but I just don't have that in the budget. So the time lapse or just stopping once in a while and getting you guys caught up. Let me know down below. All right, thanks guys. Let's get to work. All right guys, so welcome back. So for a few seconds for you, but it took me a little while. It's already starting to get dark. It's about 2 o'clock today, but we got a good... joys of being at a hangar at the airport. Okay, anyways, like I was saying, guys, so we went ahead and we did get the inboard flapperon done, and we got the outboard on the passenger side done. Now, all I have to do now is make the passenger side, or the pilot side, inboard, and then those are done and almost ready for paint. So it's looking pretty good that we'll be able to get everything done here and get it ready for paint here fairly soon. So I just have them clamped in place right now. So I just have clamps in there, just holding it in place. I haven't drilled the holes yet. Next weekend, what I'll do is I'm gonna get those set and drilled, and then like some of you have mentioned, we'll put washers in there when we paint with some bolts to keep them from getting marked up in there. And then we'll get the centerpiece here set next week to adjust for the inboard flap droop. And this is actually the amount that's supposed to be drooped. I don't think I have them lined up here entirely. I need to move this forward some so it's in line with the trailing edge here. But everything lines up. As you can see, I did not have to trim anything. I actually have a nice gap here for the flapperon up against the fuselage, so that's great. No adjustments there. But I'm sure we're going to have some adjustments in this area over here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. Right in here, we'll probably have to make some adjustments to make sure we get full up and down. But yeah, the gap is perfect. No issues there. So that's done. We're going to start working on the second one now to get that one completed so that next week we can get these mounted on the airframe or on the wings. And that's a big step because now everything is pretty much built. I'm out of parts after I finish this one. And then it's just really just finishing up everything, getting everything finished and connected, painted, mounted, all that fun stuff. And yeah, that's going to look really cool. I'm really looking forward to this. It's getting, we're getting really close, guys. So we'll finish up those, the inboard flapperon on that side next. And then we're going to go ahead and close up for the day. So once that's done, we're done for the weekend. And next weekend, we'll take them all down, get them mounted and rigged, not necessarily fully rigged, but partially rigged there. Just so we know where the holes are. We'll get the holes drilled, get all that fun stuff done, get the pilot hole done, and and then we'll go ahead and start working on the rest of that. But yeah, so there's a step forward and looking good. All right, guys, stay tuned. Okay, guys, so we're at the end of the video for the week. I want to go ahead and show you what we got done. I'm really happy with the progress this weekend. Got a lot done. So all the flapperons are now completed, and we also created the fences on the stabs. Those are all done as well. So really, the thing is, all we have left to do is to do the preliminary rigging. I need to connect the two flapperons with the bolt section in the middle there on both of them. Then we can do the preliminary hookup to the sticks. Try to get that kind of roughly set in to see how much I'll need. And then we got to run the cables for the elevator, but we'll do that after we paint. Everything is basically ready to come off and paint after we finish that preliminary rigging of the flapperons. So great progress this weekend. I'm super happy with how these came out. They're straight and they line up perfectly. I had no trimming near the fuselage. The flapperons meet up just perfectly. So I guess my wing has no sweep in it, which is what it's supposed to be. The wings are 90 degrees from the center line of the aircraft, and that lines up great. So everything is set, everything is good to go. I'm going to go ahead and take them off because I don't want to leave them on hanging on the airplane with clamps over the weekend. So I'm going to go over the week. So I'm going to go ahead and take those off, clean up, and head home. So guys, I appreciate everybody's support on the channel. If you want to purchase a t-shirt, support the channel, support the Cricket, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. The link to the t-shirts is down below in the description, by the way. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Catch you guys on the next video. Bye now.